Hello and welcome to Prudent IAS, one-stop solution for all the competitive exams. We are back again with another interesting video. Today our topic will be from General Studies Paper 1, Geography section. So most of you must be knowing that which question we are going to tackle today because we have already mentioned that question in the group. And all of those who have not joined our group, Answer Writing by Prudent IAS on Telegram, do join it today because there we send the question which we are going to tackle today a day advance. So how it helps you, you can send us your sample answers as well as you can do some peer-to-peer interaction. You can access others' answer as well. Also, we'll be evaluating one answer daily at no cost. So without wasting time, let's begin with our topic. So in today's lecture, our approach will be the same like our previous videos. We'll take up one topic. For example, today's topic is tectonic forces shaping our Earth. We'll do some discussion over this topic, give you some strategic insights about the topic, and then we will move forward and phrase a sample model question and as well as a sample model answer. So the tectonic forces, you all must be aware that the Earth is made up of outer layer is crust, and this crust consists of major as well as minor plates. Now where these plates join, that part is known as the plate boundary. For example, there are various major and minor plates, right? Now this part, where this part is joining, this is known as the plate boundary. So we are going to study about the types of plate boundaries, what all interactions are done here. Earth's surface constantly changes through the interaction of massive tectonic plates. Now these plates, of course, our Earth is so huge, so these plates are also gigantic slabs of rock, and they form three types of boundary types. Three types. The movement at these boundaries, what it does, it shapes mountains. The creation of mountains is along these boundaries. Also, it's gonna trigger some earthquakes as well as build volcanic chains. So all the major three processes, that is creation of mountain building forces, earthquake as well as volcano, all this is done along these plate boundaries. So this is a very important topic. Let's understand, let's explore how these powerful forces transform our planet. Starting with the first one, the first type, that is divergent plate boundary, also called the Earth pulling apart. Now these divergent plate boundaries, the word is divergent, but it is also known as constructive. Constructive plate boundary. Why is it called so? I'll be telling you in a minute. So what happens along divergent plate boundaries? Here plates separate. For example, let's create a diagram. This is plate 1 and this is plate 2, or A and B. Now these plates will pull apart in opposite direction. So tectonic plates move away from each other. Now what is it doing? This is creating a gap, right? This will create a gap. Whenever two things pull away from each other, they create a gap. So this creates a gap in the Earth's crust. Now magma rises. So below the crust from the mantle, magma rises and fills in this gap. The molten rock from the mantle, it surges upward, fill in the newly created space. What happens next? New crust is formed, that is the magma cools down, and when it cools down, it rests over the crust and later it solidifies. When it solidifies, it creates new crust. So the cooled magma creates new seafloor, and this process is also seen while reading the seafloor spreading theory. Now the divergent plate boundaries always create some new crust. That's why they are called as constructive. Construction. Okay, construction work is going on. So learn it like that. That diverging and constructive. So this is the diverging plate boundary. Now where can this be seen? In the mid-Atlantic ridge. Mid-Atlantic ridge is present. This is North America, right? So it pushes North America and Europe, and this is Europe. For example, this is North America. So these plate boundaries are diverging. They are pushing away from each other. And at what rate? Approx 2.5 centimeter yearly. So this space is growing. New crust is being formed in the mid-Atlantic ridge. So it's all about the divergent plate boundaries. Next up we have convergent boundaries, also known as destructive. Now just pay attention. That was we say divergent, but also known as constructive. Now here it is convergent but destructive because of the powerful collisions. Now this convergent plate boundary can be of two types. First we'll study, then we'll look at the content. For example, you know, ocean and continental crust. This can be one type. The second type can be continent. So because of the powerful collisions, it is also known as the collision boundary. Now let's look at the ocean continent. For example, this is the oceanic and this is the continental belt. So here what plates are colliding, that is they are moving towards each other. So this ocean plate will come towards this side, continental plate will come towards this side. Now what happens is ocean plate is denser, so it goes down, and this is the continent plate. This process where it goes down is known as subduction. This is called as subduction. The denser plate dives beneath the lighter one. Now when it does so, this part, what is this formed? It is a deep oceanic trench. What happens is, this is the oceanic plate, this is the continental plate. The oceanic plate is going down. Now here at this part, what happens is pressure is built, because it's not easy कि आराम से एकदम it's going down. No, it will create huge energy, huge pressure, which causes earthquakes. And later here what happens? It's going down in the mantle, it gets molten, and all the nutrients, planktons, they also go down along with the oceanic plate, and they form gases. And these gases build pressure along with the magma. They keep on rising and ultimately they burst. They burst and they create volcano. So this is called the magma eruption, which creates extremely strong volcanoes. So in the ocean continent convergent boundary or the colliding boundary, what happens? Oceanic trenches are formed, earthquakes occur, as well as volcanoes occur. Now when the continent and continent plate boundary, now there is no oceanic plate boundary, okay? The continent and continent plate boundary come towards each other. So what happens now? Both plate being of equal density, they fold, creating mountains. Himalayas are the outcome of continent-continent conversion. So what happens? Mountains are created. There is no volcano because there is no role of magma, no molten magma rising up, so there is no volcano, but yes, there can be some seismic activity. So this convergent boundary or the colliding boundary or the destructive boundary, it is also known as the mountain building force, because due to the compressional forces, the land is pushed upwards, which creates massive mountain ranges like the mighty Himalayas. Also, in the ocean continental plate collision, not in the continental, but in the ocean continental conversion, what happens? Subducting material melts, which feeds the volcano. Okay, so this is of two types: ocean continent conversion and continent convergence. The example of this is the Pacific Ring of Fire. What happens here is there are a lot of active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes which mark the subduction. So at this subduction zone, there are a lot of frequent earthquakes as well. This was all about the convergent plate boundary. Next, coming up towards the third plate boundary, that is transform boundary, also known as sliding plates. So what happens? For example, this is one plate, this is another plate. Now, no pulling apart, right? No moving away from each other. What happens here is this plate and this plate will either move in similar direction past each other, okay, or they might move one in this direction and the other in other direction. So what happens? There is 0 centimeter vertical movement, no vertical movement, only the horizontal movement across each other. Plates move horizontally with minimal vertical displacement. So the Pacific plate slide northwest. Now, if you look at the world map, the North American plate and the Pacific plate, right? The two plates. So what happens? In Pacific plate is here. It is sliding northwest of the North American plate. So this is a transform boundary. Okay. And the rate at which it is sliding is 48 mm annual movement. Now what happens here? Because there is no collision, no such creation of volcanoes, no magma. So earthquakes at transform boundaries, when two boundaries past each other, what happens? They slide, right? Their edges touch, which builds pressure. And whenever the pressure is released, there is some movement, also called as the seismic movement or the earthquake. So at transform boundaries, earthquakes do occur. The best example of the transform plate boundary is the San Andreas Fault. It is in California. It creates a visible scar across the California. It's quite evident if you look at the map, world map, it's quite clear. So these plates release the tension and they keep on creating earthquakes. Now, this was the content in brief. The major part comes now. We are going to tackle this model question because this is the answer writing series. So as promised, we always take up a new directive word. So today in this question, what we are going to do, we are just pointing out the directive word. If you have not watched our directive word series, do watch that video, then you will better understand the meaning of the directive word. I'll tell that in brief here as well. Let's look at the question. Elucidate the different types of plate boundaries and provide examples for each. Now the word limit, it is a 15 mark, 20 to 50 words question. What I expect you to do now, just pause the video, write a model answer yourself. And what you can do, when we'll be discussing the answer in the next slide, you can do some self-evaluation or you can send us your answers in our group Answer Writing by Prudent IAS on Telegram. So let's move forward. Let me point out the directive word, that is elucidate. So what does this mean? Tell us in the comment section quickly. Elucidate, it means providing detailed explanation, right? So it means making things clear or easy to understand, but at the same time providing detailed explanation, also adding examples. Examples are must. See, the question explicitly mentions provide examples, but if this was not mentioned, then too, if elucidate is written, you need to provide examples. Okay, so this was the directive word. Now let's move forward to our sample model answer. So in the model answer, as I always point out, what you need to do is always follow introduction, body and conclusion approach. Let's begin with the first part, introduction. So you can write insights about the topic or define plate boundary. It's all up to you. This is just a sample introduction. Let me read it out once for you. The Earth's lithosphere is divided into several tectonic plates that are constantly in motion. In simple words, the interactions between these plates occur at plate boundaries, which play a crucial role in shaping the surface of the Earth. So we have given some significance about the plate boundaries as well as described that the lithosphere is divided into these tectonic plates, right? So this is the introduction. Let's move quickly to the body of the answer. Now, while starting with the body of the answer, what you need to do is write the major heading. This is the major heading over here. This needs to be as per the question demand, so that the meaning is conveyed clearly. Also, this needs to be self-explanatory. Self-explanatory means if you are not looking at the content below, then too you are getting the meaning that, okay, types of plate boundaries. We are going to write about types of plate boundaries. So make it self-explanatory, highlight it either by using capital letters like this. You can write it in block letters, or even you can write it in small, but either make a box over it or underline it. Just highlight it, make sure it's visible. Then follow the alignment of the question. Come to the subheading, that is divergent boundaries. Also, what you need to do here is use alphanumeric digits to number this, that is first one. Okay, so we'll write the first one, divergent boundary. Description, this is just for your understanding. At divergent boundaries, two tectonic plates move away from each other. As they separate, magma from the mantle fills the gap, forms a new crust. So the process is explained in precise and concise words. We have not skipped any crucial detail. They move away, magma rises, fills the gap, and new crust is formed. Example is a must. So while explaining, write the example immediately. The mid-Atlantic ridge, where the Eurasian plate and the North American plate are moving apart, leading to the seafloor spreading. This is the prime example of divergent boundary. Now, see, look at this diagram. You must draw the diagram. In geography especially, wherever possible, draw diagrams, map work. This will help you in fetching more marks. Now, if you cannot draw such a diagram, it's not required कि इतना सुंदर proper art दिखानी है आपको. What you can do is just like I did in the previous slide. The meaning must be clear. Okay? So this is the divergent plate boundary. We have mentioned plate A, plate B. We'll show the arrows. The magma is rising. Now what is important here? See, if you have drawn this diagram clearly, then two things are important. First, this needs to be neat. Second, it needs to be labeled. Do not just draw and skip the labeling. Label it like divergent plate boundary. Okay. Here you need to write magma. This moves apart. Also, what else you can do here is always look at the scale at which you are drawing the diagram. So because you have limited space, you need to use that space efficiently. So better use a box, draw the diagram inside it. It's nice, neat and labeled, and the space is also used efficiently. So this was the first part. Similarly, we'll do for both the types, that is convergent plate boundary, the next one. In brief, you will define it. See, this is a 250 word answer, so you can go for in-depth explanation as well. At convergent boundaries, two tectonic plates, again the main point, move towards each other when they collide. One plate may be forced beneath, also known as subduction, leading to the formation of mountain, deep ocean trenches. Now, if you have ample word limit, if you know how to put content in precise words, what you can do here is, you have explained till here, move towards each other, and then you have divided it in two parts. You can use flowchart or any structure and then just give ocean continental and continent. What you will do is, do not use these short forms, write completely ocean, continent. Okay, this you are going to write. So you can divide it in two parts, draw diagrams for both of them if possible. A very simple one, this the oceanic plate going down, the continental plate. Okay, this is the oceanic plate, continental plate, showing that okay, this is the earthquake zone. Magma is rising and ultimately erupting. So a clear one using pencil that can be drawn neatly. So ocean continent and continent collision. This can also be written. Example, the mighty Himalayas, where the Indian plate is colliding with the Eurasian plate. So it is leading to the upliftment, that is Himalayas are created, the mountain ranges uplifted. This is a sample example of the diagram. Again, neat, show the movement, label it, and the basic labeling. Then the third one, transform boundaries. So again, you are describing at transform boundaries. Two plates slide past one another. So in all the three, what you have kept is you have first mentioned the motion. Either they are passing, slide against each other, or towards each other, or away from each other, and then you are writing about what is it creating or causing. Is it a subduction zone, or creating oceanic trenches, or it is causing earthquakes. So this again sums up the meaning beautifully. Then the example, the San Andreas Fault in California, where the Pacific plate and the North American plate slide past each other. So you are supposed to write the examples for all the three types, right? In the previous one, if you remember, I have told you the convergent boundary. If you are segregating it in ocean, continental, and continent, then write examples for both. Examples are most important. The question is explicitly mentioning that you need to write examples. So provide ample examples for the answer. Do not leave any room for less marks. Again, a simple and concise diagram. The movement is clearly shown. You can draw it by yourself. Just the two plates, show the movement in the similar direction or against each other. This edge will touch, it will create pressure, build up pressure, and then cause earthquakes. So the last and the most important part is conclusion. Never leave your answer open-ended. Always sum it up. So conclusion, here I have provided two options. You can either merge it, concise it, or rephrase it, or write any conclusion on your own. It's just the sample one. I'll read it out once for you. The study of the plate boundaries provides important insights into the dynamic nature of Earth's lithosphere. So the significance is highlighted. The movement of tectonic plates along these boundaries, they shape our planet's surface, leading to creation of geological features like mountains, earthquakes, valleys, and volcanoes. So all the types, all the creations or constructions are mentioned over here, right? It's summed up. Understanding these processes is crucial for assessing a geological hazards and gaining a deeper appreciation of the Earth's natural history. So why we need to study, the importance is given, the significance of the topic is given, we have summed up the whole answer. So this is a brief conclusion. Either you can concise it or you can merge both paras. What you need to keep in mind is the body of the answer is always written either in heading, subheading, and points or flowcharts or whatever structure you are using, but the introduction and the conclusion, they need to be in one concise paragraph, right? Do not use points over here. Be very precise. Write a short paragraph in intro and conclusion. Let me present the sample answer once for you. This is how your answer is going to look. All the structural headings, that was the introduction, body, and conclusion, that you are not supposed to write. That was just for your understanding. Number all the types, so it's clearly visible that you have mentioned all the three types. Example and diagram along with it. Also, what you can do is you can underline the keywords, as I always mention. For example, move away from each other and new crust is formed. So the movement part, move towards each other, then subduction and oceanic trenches or volcanic activity. So likewise, you can underline all the keywords to highlight them. Just look at it once. Now you do not see this part, the description part, this can also be skipped. You can skip these headings, but if you will write this is also fine. All you need to do is just write the answer in proper alignment. The alignment needs to be followed. That is, from the margin, write in proper alignment. Okay. Also, you need not to write up all this content. We'll be giving you some of this content in our group, Answer Writing by Prudent IAS and Telegram. So that's it for today. I hope you like this lecture. Also, keep following us, Prudent IAS, on the YouTube channel and join our Telegram group, Answer Writing by Prudent IAS. The link of this Telegram group will be given in the description box below. Thanks for watching.